Taking culture off the shelf, take 3.
You know, I really like the culture share shelves we see in classrooms, and I just wonder what happens with them after the families put up all those artifacts.
I think I struggled with that when I was a preschool teacher because they did just sit there and were forgotten about. It was great in the beginning, but over time no one looked at them. So I tried a few things. I tried having parents come in and talk about the objects. I had them rotate the object every so often, but what seemed to work well is when I actually documented what the children and families said about the object over time. Mm-hmm. One of the families, they're from England and Australia, and they brought in a teapot, and I placed it in the dramatic play area. And in the dramatic play area, they had twins, and the twins would play with it and invite other children to play, and they would have morning tea. So morning tea became part of our routine. In the morning, they would sit down, we're going to have morning tea like they do at home. Mm-hmm. So they made the connection from the object to actually what we did in the classroom.
That's a great story. How did you document that?
I created a book. I took a picture of the teapot and then wrote down what the family said about the teapot and what the children said, and I documented part of what they said in their play as they were playing with the teapot.
You know, I bet that kind of documentation takes a lot of extra time. I mean, in addition to what else you're doing in the classroom. Did you find that?
I really didn't find that because I just wrote it down as it came up. So when they talked about it, I just hand wrote it in the book. And after a while, if I felt like I wasn't getting enough stories about it, I would just present it back to the children and read the story to them. And then they would start again those conversations when I have more to share.
Well, that's a great story. I think making the family connections is really, really important, and then documenting for children and families to see and review again. It's a great way to use the culture share shelves for what it's there for.
Right. Yeah. So I felt like I really took culture off of the shelf when I did that.
That's great.